Hey everyone, Chris here. Today we're not talking about a movie, we're talking about a real-time story unfolding across America, the collapse of US tourism. Over 3 million tourists have canceled their trips, leaving our busiest airports eerily empty. Major hubs that once buzzed with life are now silent, a surreal sight that feels straight out of a dystopian film. We're about to journey through 15 of America's most vital airports to witness this unprecedented quiet. This isn't just about travel, it's about our economy, our communities, and a fundamental shift in how the world sees the US as a destination. We start in Los Angeles at LAX, the gateway to Hollywood and dreams. The Tom Bradley International Terminal, once alive with global travelers, is now a silent, cavernous hall. Check-in counters are deserted, security lines gone, and the usual chaos has vanished. The ripple effect is massive. Shuttle drivers, hotel staff, and local businesses all feel the loss. Grounded planes on the tarmac are a stark metaphor for a city built on movement, now forced into stillness. LAX's emptiness isn't just unsettling, it's a symbol of lost connection and identity for Los Angeles. The silence here is a powerful start to our look at this nationwide phenomenon. Next, we head to New York's JFK, the modern Ellis Island and gateway to the world. The iconic TWA Flight Center stands silent, and international terminals are vast empty spaces. Departure boards show a sparse list of flights, many canceled. The ripple effect is immediate. Yellow cabs are gone, hotels and Broadway theaters are empty, and the city's economy is stretched thin. JFK is more than concrete and glass, it's where countless stories begin. Now it's a symbol of a global city suddenly isolated, holding its breath. The silence at JFK is the sound of New York's resilience being tested. In Chicago, O'Hare, once the busiest square mile in the world, is now a quiet maze. The famous neon-lit tunnel is a solitary walk, food courts are empty, and passenger numbers have plummeted. Convention centers and hotels are struggling, and the city's economic engine is sputtering. O'Hare's identity is built on connection, but now it's a place of broken links and journeys not taken. The silence in the terminals is a stark reminder of the far-reaching impact. The Windy City's crossroads have become a lonely intersection. When a hub like this grinds to a halt, the tremors are felt for hundreds of miles. Down in Miami, MIA's usual blend of American efficiency and Latin warmth has faded. Vacationers are gone, customs lines have vanished, and rental cars sit idle. Miami's economy, built on tourism, is under immense strain, from luxury hotels to family restaurants. Cruise terminals are docked indefinitely, and the entire hospitality ecosystem is threatened. The empty gates at MIA are symbols of postponed dreams and lost escapes. The silence here is the sound of a party abruptly canceled. In Orlando, MCO is usually the gateway to family magic and theme park adventures. Now the monorails run empty, food courts are deserted, and rental car counters are quiet. The impact is deeply personal. Millions of families have postponed once-in-a-lifetime trips. Theme parks are the lifeblood of this region, and their struggles ripple through the community. MCO's emptiness is a poignant contradiction to its purpose. The grounded planes represent millions in lost revenue and lost memories. The silence in Orlando is the sound of a dream deferred. In San Francisco, SFO's modern, innovative spirit feels muted. The international terminal is a shadow of itself, with long-haul planes parked in silence. The collapse in tourism hits both leisure and business. Tech industry travel has slowed, and hotels are struggling. SFO, a symbol of global connection, now feels disconnected. The quiet halls are a stark visual of a region cut off from the world it helped build. The fog still rolls in, but the tide of visitors has receded, leaving a void. Dallas-Fort Worth International, a fortress hub, now amplifies emptiness with its massive scale. Skylink trains carry only a handful, and Terminal D feels like a lonely canyon. The slowdown here signals a deep problem for the entire US aviation industry. The Metroplex's economy, conventions, corporate HQs, logistics, depends on DFW's connectivity. The silence is the sound of commerce slowing to a crawl. DFW was built for relentless efficiency, now it's operating at a fraction of capacity. The quiet here is a powerful symbol of how deeply this collapse has penetrated the heartland. In Denver, the iconic tented roof of Den covers a vast, quiet space. The Great Hall and underground trains are nearly empty, and the concourses offer only views of idle planes. Colorado's tourism industry, ski resorts, parks, and the city itself, feels the pinch. The outdoor recreation economy is suffering, and rental cars sit unused. Even in the shadow of the Rockies, the silence at Den is a stark reminder of our economy's fragility. Seattle-Tacoma International, gateway to the Pacific Northwest, is subdued. The central terminal's grand glass wall looks out on inactivity, and famous airport eateries are empty. The loss of leisure travelers and the disrupted Alaska cruise season hit hard. The port is quiet, and the usual buzz of tech and tourism has faded. SeaTac's subdued state threatens the dynamism that defines Seattle. The rain still falls, but the downpour of visitors has slowed to a drizzle. Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson, the world's busiest airport, is now eerily still. The plane train and central atrium are empty, and miles of gates sit unused. A disruption here sends shockwaves globally, delaying flights everywhere. Atlanta's economy, conventions, corporate travel has been hit hard. The silence at ATL is the most powerful symbol of this collapse. If it can happen here, it can happen anywhere. In Las Vegas, McCarran International's slot machines are silent, and taxi lines have vanished. The airport, built on excitement and escape, is now a place of quiet contemplation. Vegas's entire economy depends on a constant influx of visitors. Without them, the system breaks down. The empty terminals mirror the empty casino floors and darkened theaters. Las Vegas is a city that is tourism, and right now, that bet hasn't paid off. The silence at McCarran is the sound of a city's lifeblood cut off. Boston's Logan International, gateway to New England's history and innovation, is now somber and quiet. Terminal E's gates to Europe are empty, and water taxis make few trips. The city's tourism, universities, and convention business are all suffering. Logan's stillness contradicts Boston's spirit of revolution and progress. The airport is the port that fuels the city's energy, now disconnected. The silence at Logan is the sound of a city waiting for the world to return. Houston's George Bush Intercontinental, a powerhouse hub, is now quiet and underutilized. The international terminal, once a vibrant crossroads, is hollow. Houston's economy, tied to energy and global travel, feels the impact. Business travel and logistics have dried up, and the Port of Houston is affected. The airport, a symbol of Houston's global reach, now feels diminished. The energy capital of the world is running on low power. Phoenix Sky Harbor, usually bustling with sunseekers and tourists, is now clouded over. The SkyTrain and terminals are nearly empty, and rental cars sit idle under the desert sun. Arizona's tourism industry, snowbirds, international visitors resorts, is feeling the strain. The silence at Sky Harbor is the sound of a state's economic driver running out of gas. The airport, a vital oasis, is now parched of human activity. Philadelphia International, a crucial East Coast hub, is now a quiet corridor. Food courts and transatlantic gates are dormant, and the city feels disconnected. The slowdown affects the entire Northeast corridor, and Philadelphia's tourism, education, and medical sectors. The silence at PHL is a sign of a much larger regional slowdown. Seeing the gateway to America's birthplace so still is a powerful, troubling metaphor. From coast to coast, we've witnessed a stillness that was unimaginable just months ago. Empty terminals and grounded planes paint a stark picture. This isn't just a slump, it's a collapse. The shockwave from 3 million canceled trips has hit every corner of the country. The impact goes far beyond airports. It's about livelihoods, cultural exchange, and lost journeys. This is a story with millions of characters, all waiting for the next act. Our journey through America's empty airports reveals the fragility of our interconnected world. The question now, will tourism ever recover?